shoes off with Casey. Porch talks with Casey, but you know what? The horses are here. So I had to come out back tonight. No rain. How's it going, Tim? Kick off those shoes and stay a while. Relax and enjoy. Oh, porch room 3000. I know. I was so totally going to sit on the porch. And then I'm like, okay, we got to get the horses. I don't know what's happening, but they need to come. Let me get them with my carrots. Come here. Come here, girls. You hungry? Hey, Brittany, how you doing, hon? Can you hear me okay? They're not coming. What's going on? Yeah. Dinner. Ding, ding, ding. Dinner. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, the word is dinner. I think they liked my bell. There's a new white horse. Hi, girls. Ding there. Come here. Don't be shy. Dinner. Oh my gosh. You want some carrots? Okay. And the title is, where are you guys going? Yeah. Dinner, come here. What the heck? They're walking the wrong direction. See, I didn't have to prove Bob wrong. That's maybe the problem. Where's number 55? Must not be in here. Come here, white horse. Come here, girl. Come on. Yeah. I don't know how to summon a horse. Come here, girls. Come on. Dinner. They're going the wrong direction. That's not dinner. Don't leave. Come here, girl. Come on. What do I say, guys? What do I say? This can't be a horse fail. We're talking about the little things that make life better. And, oh, she's coming. This makes it better right here. Come on. Come here. Yes, you. You think I have to take a bite of the carrot? Come here. Yummy. You get a carrot. Good girl. Hi, I've never met you. You're pretty. Oh, look at all your freckles. Oh, she's gorgeous. And the other horses left you. Just you, and they don't even know what they're missing. Yeah. Can I pet you? She's like, where'd all my friends go? Why didn't they follow you, honey? Hi, Jamal. How's it going? Yeah. I want to pet you one time. It's so relaxing. You gonna let me? So you guys need to start thinking about things that make life better. The little things. Petting a horse's nose. Nay. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, look at you. Oh, honey. I'm sorry your friends left you. Oh. There she goes. How beautiful. Okay, just take that in. She's like, where'd they go? You just had the one carrot and left me. Hey, Deanne, how's it going? Okay, well, I started just a few minutes early because I'm like, I gotta benefit from the horses, you know? No, I'm gonna sit on my deck. I was gonna sit on my porch because we've been getting so much rain here. And I'm like, you know what? So I'm Casey, if you're new to the live stream. And this is Shoes Off with Casey, where we like to find little joys in life and learn a little bit as we go. I haven't done a video for a hot minute. Life has gotten really busy. And so I have taken a pause on the videos, but that's okay. Now I ate a carrot, so now I have carrots in my mouth. Deanne says, "Hey Brittany, I'm checking in fast. Big Brother started tonight. That's funny. I watched like the first season, and then I was like, my sister is obsessed with it. I gotta fix this mic that Bob put on me. I watched the first season, and then, but Survivor was happening on those days too, and I'm like, or in that time frame, and so I'm like, you know what? I couldn't commit to too much, you know? Tim says, I like teasing Brittany. It's one of life's simple pleasures. Oh my gosh. I love that. You're obsessed too. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I think the older I get, the older that I get, I just get more out of touch with those. I don't know why. But some of them, like I was watching Real Housewives until that all went to crap. So, you know, there's that. So the Real Housewives, and I also watch. Do I even admit this? Summer House. And which I'm getting sick of, and it's done right now anyway, so that's fine. And this is just something that I just record and watch, you know. But what I like about these reality shows is I completely, excuse me, I go to another land. And Bob's like, I don't get it. Why you like these shows? And I'm like, I don't either. They're ridiculous. The people are like so not me because I'm not into drama. But for some reason, I like those. Let me fix my shirt now. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay, we're mic'd up. We're ready to rock and roll. Well, you know what? At least we got to see one horse. I've never fed her before, so that was cool. So, you guys, we need to discuss little things that make our life a little bit better. You only do Big Brother and Survivor last year because Colby was hot. Hey, there's that, you know. Bob and I are actually, he is upstairs right now, and we stopped at the casino tonight to get dinner, which we ended up not getting. We ended up gambling and won a couple hundred. Hi, Vanessa. Love the background scenery. How beautiful. Thank you, hon. If you watch from the beginning, the horse came down and I got to feed her. And so we were able to, so I said, let's go to Grand Casino Hinckley for the weekend. So Bob is upstairs scheduling that. We're going to see if we can get a room. And if so, we'll probably do a live stream on our other channel. Hi, Gulshan. How you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for saying the scenery is beautiful. This is one of my little things that make me happy and peaceful is just looking out here. You know, I got home before Bob because we both drove to the casino separately tonight, and we also got to, if you earned enough comps, you got to get a free meat thermometer, which we needed, so there was that. But we were sitting there I was sitting there with nobody home. It was just me and Baxter, and Bob is one that my husband always has the TV on. He always needs sound. He's one of those people. And I just sat there in silence looking out the window, and I was like, that is peaceful for me. Hi, Paulette. How's it going? 92, the place where you live. Is that mint? Oh, thank you. It looks like a Windows screensaver. Well played. You know, when we bought this house, so our yard only goes to this fence, and I'm sitting on my porch. So, and as you just saw the walk, it's not very, very far. But that's an Arabian horse. That's a horse ranch actually on the other side. And they have Arabian horses that come right behind us. And they're kind of wild. They're bred, so they're the girls. Is that called a mare? And so I'll go out and I'll feed them with my kiddos or my hubby, but I'm honestly the main one. I just find so much peace with that. And so carrots are something that we do. A couple of exciting things. If we get a new subscriber tonight, we have hit 600 subscribers on this channel. I started this channel 1 year ago. Shoes off with Casey. It is picture perfect right now. It's about 82 in Minnesota. Again, I don't get these beautiful weather days very often. So when it is, it's like, I mean, look, there's no wind even. I put my hair in a ponytail because I wasn't for sure. And I'm just like, oh, the birds are chirping. In our yard, we do have, see that tree? That's an apple tree that the people planted before we moved in, which would have been over 6 years ago. And it was probably a couple of years already. They take a long time to grow. It's a Honeycrisp apple tree, I believe. And this is, I think last year we got the apples. I had a couple of them, but this year I'm hoping I went through and pruned them because they say if you have too many in one bunch, they go rotted. They rot that way. So I did some research and I pull one out here or there. Yeah, credit is due. That's a top place you've got. I actually was lucky after my divorce. I had lived in just a temporary place for a year, like a studio apartment type thing, until the divorce went through, and I was able to get a townhome, which Bob and I then were dating at that point, but I'm like still had to stay in town with my kiddos, and I bought a townhome. And they had went from rental townhomes to selling them, so they were super reasonable. I mean, my rent was like $950 a month. It was so nice, and it was like a three-bedroom townhome. But I sold it 2 years later and made like $50,000. So I was able to put that down on this house. We got this house for such a good deal. They had to get out of it the day that we went to the open house. So they had already dropped the price, I don't know, like 30, 40 grand. And then they dropped it another like 20, 30 grand when Bob was like, well, we don't need a house this size. But when we saw the windows, I was like, I can't imagine. So, but in a few years, we will be moving to Tennessee. Tennessee. So, something that is peaceful for me. Tim's putting apples in there. I should eat another carrot. They look really good. Nothing like a real carrot. Um, I don't sit out here enough though. That's the thing. You have your places. When you get home, you go and you sit in like the living room and watch TV to have your shows. But I'm like, you know what? I need to get out here more. But we have had rain. I'm surprised we don't have rain right now. We've had rain like every day. And my neighbor's out on the porch right now. Yeah. So, things that bring me a little peace, like the sound of the birds right now, the sound of trains. Sound is big for me and my peace. Silence, like I like silence on road trips sometimes, but music is a big one. Oh my gosh, I just love music. It brings me to my happy place. Singing songs, knowing the songs, jamming to tunes, and I know a lot of songs. I mean, I do country, I do rock, I do like rap. I was alternative in high school, like so Pearl Jam and Soul Asylum, but yet I had older siblings, so I grew up listening to the Eagles and um, older type music like Kenny Rogers, and then just the rock and roll, and then you had, and of course like the Madonna and that kind of stuff back when you're young. But then as I got older, and then once with Bob was very much into country. And I had people in my life who liked country, but I never was like a diehard country fan. So, Eagles, great songs. Oh, I know. That's okay, Randad. How you doing? And I even started a little bit earlier because the horses were here. So, I've been live for 13 minutes already. The horses were here, but only one came down. We were really blessed the last live stream when they all came down and visited us. So if you missed that and you want to see this interaction and me rubbing the horses' noses, oh, it was so precious. That was the last live stream. We lucked out. Bob, my husband, did not think that they were going to come, but they did. They did. But tonight I thought they'd come, and they didn't. They did not. Same with me in music, but I'm definitely not singing around people. Oh my gosh. I can't help myself. Words turn into songs and they just come out, and statements that people say, or like my kids, like if they say something and it registers a song, the song comes, and it drives my kids crazy. Well, it drives my oldest one crazy. My youngest one likes it. She thinks I'm a dork, and she just gets into it with me and dances and stuff like that. Where my oldest one is a little bit more serious, and she's just like, "Mom, stop." Like, would you rather have a mom? And I've said this probably 100 times on live streams. But I'm like, would you rather have a mom that yells or one that sings? And my oldest actually said, I'd rather have one that yells. I'm like, well, you haven't had a parent that yells correctly then, because no person would ever say that. Tim, you know what? Tim says, Casey, you have a great singing voice. Don't kid yourself. Oh, bless your soul. You know what's funny about that? I was actually going through and whenever I need a pick me up, I'll go through on my other channel and look at all my shorts, and I'll go through and watch them because they're such funny moments, and then I'll read your guys' comments. And I had seen a comment from Tim telling me that is that a bunny? And I'll hear, and I was reading, Tim had said it was, that I had a really good voice. And I think that was the short from like, I think I was doing like I was pulling songs out like randomly, and I don't know what I was doing, like a theme. And I think it was New Year's. I was wearing red and I had my flashing earrings on, and it just made me laugh. I sound like I'm dying, Deanne. Oh, I sound horrible. Bob is somewhere rolling his eyes. He is. He is. I was even singing at the casino tonight, and he's just like, Casey. The thing is he actually knows tones. He played guitar. He played, like, he was in a band. He sang, and Bob has a really good voice, and he can hit it. Like, he hits those notes, and I do, and he's just like, what the hell is that? And he doesn't hold back, you guys. But I can take it. I'm strong. I have thick skin. You know? Probably singing the never-ending story. The never-ending story. Ah. Greetings from Lima, Peru. Artisan, welcome. So somebody's going to have to let me know if we hit 600 subscribers tonight, because that's going to be one moment in time. I got to see the things that I think are the songs that I say all the time, and then I sing the same damn songs all the time, you know. Come up with some new material. I was actually watching some old videos, and I was like, oh, there's a song I haven't sang in a while. I was actually watching 411 videos, and Bob was like, you're always a nut, and I'm like, I know. And but I was singing a song I hadn't sang in a while. I mean, I was playing a Dragon Slot the other day, and I didn't sing Neverending Story. Like, my chat was failing me. My people didn't even say to sing it. We hit 600 subscribers. So we've been, this channel, Shoes Off with Casey, 1 year, and we just hit 600 subscribers. Can I get a whoop whoop? This is like the perfect day. The temperature. And I'm in the shade, and there's no breeze. We do need to weed. Oh my gosh, though. And Baxter's just looking at me. I could bring him out here, but thank you, Paulette. So we have covered music, silence, birds chirping, a view, you know, like enjoying a view. What else I would like to see from you guys brings you a little bit of peace in life? Little things. For me, a hug. Oh, like a real hug. Not like a, hey, but like a full-on hug, and you just hold it there. Like, Bob will hug me sometimes, and I'll be like, no, come back. I need it longer. It releases so many things in me. So a hug just makes Casey happy. Granddad having my first espresso martini. Oh my gosh, those are so good. I had my first one just last month, and it is amazing. Coffee on the porch, yes. Tim says, a simple thing I like is rest, because I'm constantly working. You are a workaholic, and I love that you make time for me in this channel and your families, your chat families. I shouldn't have ate that carrot. Actually, you know what? I came home and I had a bagel with cream cheese. That's it too. But rest is huge. Nothing like a nap. I'm like watching a TV show and then you just snooze and then you're like, that feels so good. Or sleeping really long and not getting up to an alarm. I know. And the dreams I have when I nap are epic, can I just say? I mean, it's like, they're great. Oh, it was funny. We had a television show on, and they were speaking a lot of Spanish, and my dream was completely like everybody was speaking Spanish in my whole dream. It's funny how, like, if you have TV on, how it brings it into your dream. But obviously I didn't understand a damn thing, you know. I think my husband's relaxation is the casino, to be honest. Fishing. Tim, I love dozing off when driving, but I gotta say it's a bit dangerous. Does anybody else get like road zone? Like, as soon as I'm driving, if it's for longer than 30, 45 minutes, I get really tired. And for people that are like over the road truck drivers, bless your souls, like thank you for doing that job. I would be falling asleep. I couldn't do that job. I couldn't. The sounds and everything just soothes me. Randad thanks Tim for being responsible and working hard, but take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. You're breaking out into song, Randad. I love that. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. I don't know if that's the word. Try to understand. I don't know the rest, but take it easy. Oh, Brittany says casinos are a stress relief for you. You love that your great grandkids get so excited, Paulette says, to come for the weekend visit. Isn't that the coolest when you see little kiddos so excited to see you? Talks with my best friend of 31 years. Oh, you've mentioned that before. A best friend of 31 years. Wow. I've had a friend for probably 40, but I don't talk on the regular. Like she does her thing, I do mine, and I probably haven't talked to her for like 4 years. But when I see her, you just go right back to, square one. Casey's singing. Since first grade, I love that. Do you hear that? Caw, caw, caw. I wish you could hear. If I didn't have my mic on, you'd be able to hear that. We have 12 likes already, you guys. Woohoo! Can I get a woohoo? Hi, Lee James. How you doing, buddy? So I'm just Casey sitting on my deck, not my porch tonight, because the horses were here. I know. And I have to get a new canopy. As you can see, I have a canopy here, but the top part isn't there anymore. It got wrecked in a storm. It's canvas, and I have to replace it. Deanne, I love that you're still here. Are you multitasking? So Deanne, have you given me something that relaxes you? Something that gives you just a little peace? Because I think this is a good subject to talk about. Hey Tracy, how's it going? I started early. We got one white horse in the beginning of this live stream. Only one came down, and the other one's left her. I mean, how rude. I mean, be with your friends, be with your friends. Take it easy. But what I was going to say about songs, there are some songs I'll sing and even I'm like, ooh, Casey, you did really bad. Like that, you can't hit that note. And sometimes they'll just go so high, like a Whitney Houston song, you guys, and you're, that note that you just got to go, woo. I know I don't even try. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I do appreciate my view. I will miss it someday, but hopefully it's replaced with a lake view because that's the only thing that would suffice. So if we're moving from here, it's going to be lake property, in Tennessee, Tennessee. I love silence or watching slot videos. Deanne, yes, silence. The sound of silence. It's, some people don't do well with that though. Do you know that? A lot of people can't handle that. They have to have something going all the time. And I'm just not that person. I'm like, so I've had to learn to go to bed with a TV on. And I'm like, and now it's hard for me to fall asleep without a TV, but dang, when you have complete silence. You put coworkers on mute constantly in my head. I can block out my coworkers like no tomorrow. I don't know how I learned to do it and when, years ago. But people will be talking and they'll think that I'm hearing them. And I'm like, I'm completely blocking you out, not to be rude, but I'm not hearing a damn thing you're saying. And that's healthy for me. I don't want to be involved. I avoid drama at all costs, you guys. I just stay out. It's unnecessary. You have to have the radio on, Paulette. A lot of people do cruising in the car, but that really can enhance a road trip too. Jam into tunes, it makes it go so much faster. We listen to a lot of talk radio though too. Lee James says, hi everyone. I'm not sure how to reply to people in here, so hi. Perfect. You're doing it. So I'll teach you, I'll tell you how it works. So you can just type and you can just say, like, for instance, if you wanted to say hi to Tim, you can say hi, Tim. Or if you want to highlight his name, so I will have Brittany show you what it looks. No, Brittany, will you say hi to Lee James and highlight his name? So if you do a little, the at sign before somebody's name. So if you're on a computer, it's really easy because it fills it in for you. But otherwise, like for instance, you do at ran underscore dad, and then it highlights their name. So you should see Lee James highlighted. So when you read it, so you see it, you know that message is particularly for you. That's a whole higher level on chats, but nothing you have to do. But if you ever need to call somebody out, or if like Casey, if you're like you have a booger in your nose and you really need me to know, then that you would say shoes off at shoes off with Casey. You must check yourself. You know, there is a time for it. You have 2 white sound machines. Okay. You know, that white noise is a big deal. I remember even when my babies were little, I would put the bathroom fan on and sit in the dark and be like, it was a loud one. But that white noise is huge. They have so many apps with that now, too. But I don't find that, I guess I've never tried to go to sleep to that. But you can't go to sleep without it, Lee. So, Lee James, where are you from? Are you from the States here? We have people from Texas. We have people from Minnesota in here. Hey, Porch. I don't like drama. I stay in my own canoe as much as possible. I don't care for TV either. Really? Wow, Porch Piper Tom. Yeah, drama is, there's a lot of it sometimes. And there's some going on like with even YouTube communities. It's just like, oh my gosh, people, like stay in your lanes and just do you. I just, no fans? Deanne has no fans? Oh my gosh, I can't sleep without them. Hey, Swantails! Randad says, our greatest simple pleasure is a day trip to some dive bar for an amazing burger. Oh my gosh, and then what's your drink of choice? Would it be the espresso martini? Don't you think people thrive on it these days? Porch, you know, I don't know if it's, I think we see it more because of social media. I think we see it more because we're all connected so much more like this. I mean, before, just think we wouldn't have been able to talk to all these people at one time like we are across the world. And so it can happen more. I know, like, I live stream a lot too in my other channel that I have, and we just say it's positive and that's just how we roll. And people who come in, they get the gist of it. But if you don't kind of go that route, I think people will go other ways. People kind of read the room a little bit, right? A crowd of people. Oh my gosh, Tim says, I have fans I go to sleep with actually. They're not really fans so much as a crowd of people. Oh my gosh. Tim is a jokester, everybody. If you're new in the chat, don't you think but people do thrive? I think they've always thrived on it. I think people who you either are or you aren't. You know what I mean? There's not many people who are in the middle. The only way drama will occur is if I'm protecting somebody. Mama bear. If it has to do with my kids, like, you want to hear a story? Um, a lady in my neighborhood actually, my daughter was friends with her daughter, and my daughter came home bawling one day because I don't even know what happened, but the mom, and this is a couple of years ago now, but the mom had like yelled at my daughter for something unnecessary. She swore and spoke down to her. And I'm like, excuse me? And even her daughter, who was at her house, she said, yeah, that happened. My mom was really awful to her for no reason. And I'm like, oh, really? Oh, really? This is where Casey, neighbor or not, you're going down, lady. So I walked over there. And I'm like, so what happened? I first asked nicely. I'm like, so what happened? You know? And she told me the whole story. And then I just very directly said in the way you spoke to my daughter, that'll never happen again. And let's just say, unfortunately, they're not friends anymore. Like her mom would never let her play with me. She's like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "Yeah, we don't talk to my children that way. If you have a problem, let me know. I'll handle it, you know." So, I yeah, I will I do it respectfully and directly. Only fans. But yeah, I don't mess around with when it comes to kids, my kids. I mean, I'm gonna be the one that yells at them. You don't need to. No, if she did something bad, oh my gosh. Even then, still come to me. I mean, what's the worst she could have done? I guess, you know. Like when my mom and I got rear-ended, and the guy started yelling at my mom. Oh hell no. Oh I know. Or yell at my mom. I'm very protective of my mother as well. Very much. And and my husband and honestly my family, my live stream family. So like if somebody comes in and is rude to you guys, that's why I have the moderators. You know, like Brittany Hudson is here, and I'm fine with a little bit, but if it goes too far, nope, nope, we're positive, we're not doing that, you know. Well, hello family. I'm sitting in my garden at 1:40 a.m. Oh my gosh, it's so hot indoors. How hot is it there, Stephen? Stephen Dye is in the house. You saw Randad where? What did I miss? Oh, you saw Tim on OnlyFans. Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny. Oh. What I love though is like I'm gonna go live tonight, but it's just talking with friends. It's so cool. But yes, I'm so excited. 600 subscribers and on our way to 1,000. I wonder if I'll ever get monetized though. You know? I don't know. I have to do more. I have to do more videos and I have to do more. And I just, you know, too hot for you. Was the temp? What did I miss? Oh, it's just too hot for you. Yeah, it's 82 degrees here. I think which is pretty much almost a perfect temperature. I'm actually I would say let's go 3 degrees less. I think it would be perfect. But there's no breeze. 114. What? Fahrenheit? Tracy? Is that an F behind it? 114 degrees? Yes, Tim, you are. Pop is the character that turned me onto your channel. Isn't Pop awesome? I know. Pop Wisdom Talks. I know. I didn't go to his live stream this week. Again, it's been a crazy couple weeks, but yeah, we met early on through another channel, the one that he live streams with. Why is the name leaving me all of a sudden? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I just had a total brain fart. Anyways, and then I had found Pop, and then yeah, he's good stuff. So nice, and they're so supportive of me. I pop in and they're always saying how nice I am and to watch me. I'm like feeling the love. It was 104 today with humidity of 111 in Texas. Oh my gosh. Hi Rinta Rukaby, how's it going? Welcome in. I'm Casey, nice to meet you. Heat index was 114 Fahrenheit last week. Do you guys have air conditioning? Does the air conditioning even help? I can't imagine what your AC bill is. That has to be crazy. That has to be a crazy bill. If you do have air conditioning, and if you don't, I remember a girlfriend of mine, because Minnesota can get really hot. I will say, if it's like mid 90s, it gets really humid here. So the humidity is intense. But we would sleep with like ice packs. AC is mandatory. I'm sure. I feel so bad for the people that don't have AC. Tim doesn't have AC, buddy. It's at least dry heat. You know, they say there is a difference. And like when I go to Las Vegas, I get that. Or when I go to, Florida has that dry heat too, don't they? I'm scared to get the next electric bill. We have central air, Lee James. I don't. So I set my air to 74. So like, and then at night, probably 76. But in our home, it has 3 levels. And we're so blessed because each level has its own system. So I can set the basement to this and the top. And the way that this house was built, oh my gosh. My bill, I didn't even have an electric, I didn't have an air bill last month or the month before because it's so like insulated correctly. I'm like, you have a solar so that bill is zero. How does that work? And you have a lot of heat. Is that enough to get the AC that you need? Oh, Renter Rukaby. I don't know if I'm just going to call you Rent. I hope that's okay. You prefer humidity, really. Vegas is so dry. I left with my lips destroyed. Oh no. Dry Florida is tropical and worse than our humidity. Okay. You keep your air at 74 degrees too? Yeah. And then sometimes, like I said, we'll drop it, but you bought the panels outright. You know, you hear about that. I don't have any solar panels. The only solar panels I have are the little lights that are on the top of the fence that the horse has knocked two of them down. And they don't work all the time because if it's raining for 3 days or it was cloudy. So how do you handle that if you don't have the how do you handle that if it's been cloudy or something? Steve and I, you can move it. So I don't even think I have the air on my bottom level because it just stays cold. But I've had my air set so it sets so it's at 80 degrees during the day, and because and then I'll change it, but because my both kiddos are home and it's summer, they're like, "Mom, we're dying in here," and I'm like, "Oh, honey, change the setting in the main level." Sorry, you're dealing with 80 degrees. But I'm cheap like that, you know? And I'm sorry, why is this shirt doing that? I'm taking these off and fixing my shirt. Ooh, and they're magnetic and they're sticking. Okay, we should be good like that. 73 here, and AC and heat in winter. 75, yeah, heat too. So I just say put on a sweater or, you know. Brittany says, I sleep with 2 fans and I'm still hot. I know, but I do sleep with a ceiling fan that drives my husband nuts. Rent, I have a 14 and a 19-year-old. Yep. 14 who's going to be 15 next week. Okay. Full on, 2 girls, full on teenager mode. My youngest is and I never show them on camera. I'm that protective mama bear. My youngest is, I think, visually like a mini-me, and personality, my spunky, silly side, like me. She's very sensitive. My oldest one is she looks more like her dad. But yet if people say she looks like me all the time, it's funny. But she's very serious, very driven. She's in college right now. She just made an offer on her first house at 19. Hello. Has a job in the field that she's going to school in, which is finance. I mean, she's just, I'm so proud of her. How about you? Do you have kiddos, and what are their ages? You have a 15-and-a-half-year-old dog? More concerned about him more than ourselves. Oh my gosh. I have a border collie, Baxter. He's 5. Actually, he's gonna be 6 in September. So, yeah. You know, though, she's so driven. Like, I feel like my kiddos got each half of me. Like, I feel like my youngest got like my silly, sensitive side, right? And I feel like my oldest got all of my driven and just driven is the only word, and serious side. Do you know what I mean? It was like, and I wish that but they get along pretty good. So you had your first, he's 19 months. Oh my gosh. Raising kids. I will tell you this is a tip. You become different parents as they are children, and then once they get to be like 11-ish, 12-ish, and when you're in the teens, just remember it's total different parenting. You cannot parent the same way. You have to totally switch it up. Read books and just relate back to how it was when you were a kid, when you were a teen, and that's the best way to raise teenagers. 19 months. Wow. Oh, the littles. Oh my gosh. It's great to have a mix of personalities. Yeah, so you tend to get along, and I figure someday when I'm not here, they'll appreciate each other more because they'll see pieces of me in both of them, and they have pieces of their dad too. But yeah, a lot actually. My oldest has a lot of her dad in her too. She's a saver. She won't, like, she thinks it's crazy that I go to the casino. She thinks, my oldest one, she's more serious than I am. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, Mom, you're going to the casino. Is that the right thing to do? Like, she doesn't drink. She is just straight as a flippin' arrow, that girl. It's like, girl, you need to toss your hair up and dance a little bit. Just twerk in the kitchen with me, you know? Let's just do it, girl. She's like, Mom, stop. Any book recommendations? Well, for little kids, I read Baby Wise and Baby Whispers. I think both of them, one of them is very much like you're living for your child, and the other one is your child should adapt to your life. And it's a great mix of both. If you take things from both of them, I felt like that really helped me, especially with those younger years. I watched a lot of Super Nanny and Dr. Phil Parenting 101. He has a book, and that helped some of those younger kiddo years. And then I even took, before I had kids, because it took me 3 years to conceive. I didn't think I'd be able to have kids, so I did a lot of research. I went to even parenting classes. I was watching all these different shows beforehand to try to learn about it. I just really wanted to be a good mom if it ever happened to me. And so, but as for raising teens, I really have to say relate to how you were as a teen. Remember just how you know everything, your parents know nothing. Say yes to them as much as you can. Make situations where you can say yes. Not yes, I want to go party. I mean, yes, like, hey, I want to go hang with my friends. Yes. And don't do a consequence. Like, don't say, and I've even done some videos on this too, on this channel. Don't say yes, but you have to clean your room first, or yes, but you have to do X, Y, and Z, and then you can. No, yeah, you can. But hey, this weekend we're going to conquer this. You want them to come to you and teach them that honesty is everything. Talk to you about everything. I tell my kids, you will have some great teenage years. There's a bumblebee by me. If you communicate with me and are open and honest. If you lie and don't share, it'll be very hard. So just come to me and I won't judge you and I won't yell. But you have to be really open-minded, and it's tough. It is tough. I have to check myself a lot of times. I'll be like, I need a minute on that one. I'm ordering a hammock right now, and I'll tell you if I fall out of it and hurt myself. Stephen Dye. I have a hammock. So I bought a hammock, what do you call it? The poles, because I didn't have the trees to stick it between. So I bought the poles, and then the netting I got. I could, if you haven't bought the net yet, and you're doing the same thing, this was up to 500 pounds, and you could fit 2 people, and it was amazing. I don't have it up right now, and then I even had a cover for it, so I'd put in the cover when it would rain, and so it would stay dry, and that makes them last longer. Brittany says, it's my day off before my work week starts, so I've been laying around. Well, and I had the Cinnamon Toast Crunch for a snack. Oh my gosh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a good snack. Also, Lucky Charms is a really good snack. Tim says, Steven, if you're right-handed, make sure you order a left-handed hammock, then you won't fall off. The trick to get on a hammock, I've learned, because trust me, been there, done that. I swear, I've been there and done everything. That's what I tell my kids, seriously. There's nothing you can do that would shock me. But, okay, here's a hammock, okay? The hammock is here, okay? These are your legs, like this. And then slowly sit down, open up the hammock. That did not look right. And then lay down. So, you know what I mean? So then it slowly goes around you, you sit in it. And then to get up, you can do the same maneuver. You lay that sideways. And then you can always turn and sit in it and rock if you want to in the hammock I had. But otherwise, if you're laying in it and then you get up, do the leg thing, and then get up. Hammock. I say hammock funny. I know. I don't have a hammock to show you. So, how do you guys say hammock? Oh, thank you for subscribing and being a part of our family. New subscriber in the house. Whoop, whoop, rent. Yeah. Seriously, I've done some videos on it. Parenting 101. Even about like college. All that stuff. But the one thing I will say is I have a very close connection with my kiddos. And I've been divorced. I was single parenting and co-parenting, remarried. Hello. I know. That visual. Ham. I say hammock like karaoke. Karaoke. Hammock. Do I sound Minnesotan? Minnesotan. Oh. Beaches. You always say beaches. Is there something that I say that makes you say beaches? Is there a song? You've said this to me before. Hammock. 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 It's a hammock. It's a hammock. So I should be saying hammock. Hammock. Oh my gosh. Hammock and karaoke. That's what I say. I say karaoke. Hammock. Hammock. You guys are all saying it different with your accents. You got the Texas accent. Hammock. Oh, and then I snort. Are the horses back yet? Let's do a landscape view. I can't believe they like ran away from me. Turd. Just don't ever say it again. Deanne said I'm Minnesotan too, so no blaming Minnesotans. Okay, when I see you in person, Deanne, you're gonna tell me the correct way to say it. Karaoke. We're having fun, aren't we? We got 21 likes, you guys. How fun is that? And I've been live for 47 minutes. Okay, so we need some other ideas on making life a little bit simpler. Shake the carrot bag. I'm going to eat one of these, actually. Seeing the carrots didn't, or the horses didn't. That one looks good. You know, a dirty carrot. Let's talk about this. There's a dirty carrot. And that is okay, you guys. I'm not a germaphobe. And I think it's good to eat dirty carrot. I'm choking. My daughter had the little carrots up there. They were the like the little ones. No, but a real carrot or like a real apple. A simpler life, less apps, in my opinion. Tim, that is a really good one. Less apps. What is an app that I could remove? You know, my calculator. Pretty. Bob, come say Casey. This carrot is like, they smell good. They taste good. No, you don't need to peel it. The skin, that's what's good for us. Just eating raw, you know, like just grabbing something from your garden. Although I have red apples upstairs. My daughter loves her fruit, right? So we got the red apples. We were at Walmart. And I said, Bob, I don't want the red apple. I want like the Honeycrisp. And he's like, it doesn't matter. I'm like, okay, tell me what apple you like in the chat. And yes, it does matter. So he bought the old school, just red apple. So I have this little container and I put them all in there. It looks super pretty. It's super bright. And I said, wow, that looks beautiful. And my youngest says, do you know how much wax is on that, Mom? And I'm like, honey, it's fine. She's like, there's tons of wax. So she took a knife scraped it, and it was all white, and it looked like it was snowing. It matters with apples. Thank you. Just put the phone down. Lisa says, retiring would make my life easier. However, I'm too young. December 31st, 2036. You're not counting down or anything. But you've been killing it at the casino, girl. So there's that. But you know what? Here's the thing. Yes, I want to retire. Best bit is in the middle of the carrot. I grabbed something out of my garden. Turns out you can't eat a garden hoe. Hey Cheryl, how you doing? Welcome. Right now we're talking about the little things that make us happy, and I'm just saying a raw carrot, like a real full-on carrot, not the baby carrot. But here's the thing, don't wait until you're retired to live. Don't wait for the weekend to live. This is going to be Casey's tip for the tip. Don't live for a day. Live every day. Do something every day. Whether it's a favorite show, whether it's a nap, whether it's coloring, whether it's sitting down for 5 minutes looking at the darn bird. Do something every day that brings you joy. Don't wait till the weekend. Don't wait for that one vacation. Don't wait for retirement. Take that vacation now. I think I have that mentality because my dad died when I was 9. And yeah, I'm eating and talking. And I learned at a young age, life can be very short. You know? Yes, girl, I have been. It's crazy. Walking on a dry spell. We know they happen. Oh, I know. I do. What dip would you choose with this? Would you do ranch? Honey mustard? Dill dip. Brittany says she does what she does now after her cancer diagnosis. 100%. And so that's the thing. You don't want to wait until something like that approaches. Do you know what I mean? I'll watch like shorts and I'll see like somebody who was in a fire or has lost their legs or all these things that can happen, and it's like, you know what? I'm doing it now, you know, while I can. Carrot cake. Okay, that sounds really good. Lisa, are all your grandbabies? You have 7 and they range from 16 to 2 years? Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. I spoke that very matter-of-factly. That's not a word. About Brittany because I knew that. And we've talked about it before. So for those that didn't know, it wasn't that I was insensitive. That's why I was like, yes, Brittany, good point. Not, you know what I mean. Brittany, I love you. You know what I meant, right? Yeah, almost died. Tim almost died 3 years ago. Don't put things off. Enjoy life while you can. Yeah, like, work hard. Like, don't be like crazy spender and all those things. But like, here's the thing. Like, whether you could do like one big vacation a year or 3 smaller vacations, I'm like, give me the 3 smallers. That's why I like our little casino trips, our little weekend things. It's like, I get excited, it fills me up, and it's just not one a year, you know? Brittany, so she is, I don't know what the proper word is. It's not recovery, remission? What's the word? I'm sorry. You're in good health now, right? Give me the proper terms. Thank you, Brittany. Lisa says, so many joys in life. Just accept each day as it comes and count the blessings on what you have instead of what you don't have. Yes. It's just simple for me. I'm blessed in so many ways. I know, look around and I could take this situation that I'm in and give you so many negatives, but it's like, you know what? What's that going to do? No, there's a bird flying by me. That's awesome, you know? You just, yeah, you have to embrace each day, seriously. Oh, okay. Brittany, I didn't know you had another appointment. You're in my prayers. Hold on. Prayers for Brittany. Your checkup was this week. Those checkups have to, I can only imagine, be extremely scary. The unknown, you know what I mean? Thank you guys for giving her so many prayers. I say a little prayer for you. We got this, girl. You're not alone. We all love you, and we're all here for you. Randad says, prayers, Brittany, you are such a good person, and I will pray every day for you. You are loved. She is. She's such a bright star. So positive. Wisdom, too. Easygoing, thoughtful, caring, beautiful. You're a wonderful daughter, you know? And sibling. Who is Angela, Deanne? Are you talking about Big Brother? But I have been live for 56 minutes, you guys. So we have 3.5 minutes to say our goodbyes. So we got to think about some things that we're going to talk about next week in the live. And for those of you that watch my other live, Bob and I might be going away this weekend and might be doing some live streams. I still remember when we got pulled over by the cops for stealing that car. You've got a fast car. Oh, really, Lisa? Isn't that crazy? So Lisa's saying it's so bright where you are. In Indiana, it's already getting dark. Paulette's recording it. I love that. Yeah, it's still bright. The sun will be going down in like an hour. It's 8:06 Central. It's 8:06 p.m. here. So, another hour and 20 minutes. Oh, you are Paulette? Have you been there before? We had so much fun. We did really good there too. They're so nice there. The power of prayer from 411 Brittany. From the 411 to Brittany. It's 9:06 here. That makes sense. It's 9:06. There's a horse behind me. Is there? Where? Shenanigans. I'm looking. But I'm coming out here for a second to close off the live in the sunshine. Can you guys hear the birds chirping? You got me up. You're bad, Steven. You are bad. Somewhere over the rainbow. This is like, I love the yellow flowers, you guys. Bluebirds fly. Here's my shadow. Bluebirds fly. Hey girl, what about that big win last night after the live? Congrats. Crazy. But that actually wasn't from yesterday's live. That was from, so the short that I had done was from the week when we were down at Diamond Joe's. So we had 2 live streams and we were trying to do good. We could not catch a break. Saturday, during the day, we got up. We ended up being there for like 6 hours and we were gambling and we got a lot of our money back, thankfully. There was an insect on your screen. Bubbly! Bubbly made it! How you doing, hon? I love these flowers. Let's zoom in. Hopefully there's no horse dung. Aren't those pretty? All right, it's been an hour, you guys. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Prayers for Brittany. And Brittany, thank you for, I'm going to go this way. And Brittany, thank you for moderating. Thank you, Kirby. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for celebrating. I have been a channel for 1 year now, and we just hit 600 subscribers. So thank you. I need to do more videos. I'll get on that. You just got a survey about my live stream? Seriously? They do that? Thank you, Tim. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you guys for your insight and sharing your wisdom. I grew up subdivision, so hard for me to get used to it. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm enjoying it while it lasts because it's only a few more years of it, to be honest. I got to get out of the sun. You know, we're going to check the apples really quick. That is something we must do because that is a real thing. I'm going to be... Oh, you guys, the apples are getting bigger. Look at this. Okay, so right now I'm supposed to, so it's the size of like my thumb. But they say, and I feel really bad about this, but they say peel one off. You don't want them all clumped together. That one, so that'll be a successful Honey Crisp. Oh, there's a little baby. They're doing actually pretty good. We don't want them to get rotted. And we want, oh, I just dropped that one too. All right, and then they say pick them off the ground, and we're gonna go throw them to the apples, or throw them to the horses. I know, Paulette, I'm so excited for them to be there. I didn't plant the tree myself. Okay, these are gonna be for the horses. Or the bird. Hey, birdie. Oh my gosh. I have 2 birds swarming me. What is going on? Is there a nest in there? You guys, did I disrupt a nest? Look at these birds. They're like dive bombing me. Is there babies in here? It's July. There wouldn't be babies, would there? No, we're okay. Can you hear them? Can you hear the birds? That's an apple bird. Oh my gosh. I don't know why when I came here, they started to swarm me. Maybe they'll come back. Okay, hold on. I got to get the right direction. All right, we're going to close this live out the right way. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. For those that watch my other channel as well, we will probably be doing a live stream tomorrow night. Maybe Saturday. We'll see how the funds go because that's a big piece of it. We will be live here again. I will be live here again on Thursday, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. Set your timers. Get your VCRs. Yes, let's talk VCRs. Get your televisions ready to record those shows that you don't want to miss because this is where you got to be. I love you guys so much. Seriously, thank you. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you guys later.